Today we're doing 5-5 products and quotients of rational expressions. Tonight's lesson is pretty much the same as last night's in 5-4. The only difference is we have two fractions and we're multiplying them together. What you want to do first is you're going to do exactly what you did last night and look at just the first fraction first. And you would look, if this was given to you last night, you would know that you look on top first and see if you have a GCF or can factor it. And here you know that we would be able to take out a 3x. Then you look at your denominator and you would factor that out and you get x minus 3, x minus 3. Then you look at this guy right here and you do the same thing. You would look at the top and you would factor it, and you look at the bottom and you would factor it. Then you would go look at this and you go, okay, can I cross anything off top to bottom? No. Looking at this one, can you cross anything off top to bottom? Yes, the x plus 2's. But these will not cross out. So far, that is exactly what we've done compared to last night. The only thing now that we have to add on is you can cross cancel. So here we're going to cross cancel the x minus 3's because those are the same, so you can cross them off. Here we can cross off the x minus 2's because those are the same and it's called cross canceling. So if you look, we're left with 3x on top and an x minus 3 on the bottom. You are not allowed to cross those x's off because the x minus 3 is together. So this is your final answer. I'm trying to scroll, and for some reason it's not scrolling. Sorry. Okay, example number 2. What if I gave you 14 over 15 divided by 7 over 5? Here we have division. And if you remember, whenever you have a division sign, you have to take the reciprocal and multiply. So we'd have 14 over 15 times 5 over 7. And then you would see if you could cross cancel, just like we cross canceled here. You would know that 5 goes into 5 once, and 5 goes into 15 3 times. 7 goes into 7 once, and 7 goes into 14 twice. When you multiply across, you have 2 times 1 is 2. And 3 times 1 is 3. And so your answer is 2/3. The same would go for a question with variables. And again, I cannot scroll. I don't know why. Okay, so we have 6xy divided by a squared divided by 3y over a to the third y. Actually, I'm going to make that an a to the third x. Okay, so looking here, we are going to go ahead and take the reciprocal and multiply. So we have 6xy divided by a squared times a to the third x over 3y. So we took the reciprocal and multiplied. Now you look to see if you can cross cancel. 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 goes into 6 twice. The y's will cross cancel. Here we have 3 minus 2, which is just 1, so this will become a 1. And we can go ahead and multiply across. I have 2x times ax, which is 2x squared a, or we could write this as 2ax squared, because that is in descending order. And I'm really sorry, I'm having a lot of computer problems and I don't know why. It's like really slow. I think it's just delayed. So again, we write it in alphabetical order. So it's 2ax squared. And on top, we just have a 1, so we can just leave it as 2ax squared. Example number 3. What if I gave you a squared minus 4ab plus 3b squared over a plus 2b divided by a squared minus ab minus b squared. And let's make this a 6b squared. Okay, this is like a division sign, this big fraction. So really, we can write this as a squared minus, that is a squared, minus 4ab plus 3b squared divided by a plus 2b divided by a squared minus ab minus 6b squared. And you know that this is really just underneath 1. Now, whenever you have something like this, remember you have to take the reciprocal and multiply. So again, this is really just negative a squared minus 4ab plus 3b squared over a plus 2b times 1 over a squared minus ab minus 6b squared. And now this looks like example number 1. So we would go ahead and factor the top here, and I would get a minus 3b and a minus 1b. And this doesn't have a GCF or anything, so it's just a plus 2b. We have it times 1 over. Now we see if we can factor this. We get a plus 2b, a minus 3b. And we look to see if we can cross anything top to bottom, and we can't. So then we look diagonally. There's nothing diagonally here. However, let's see. Here we have an a minus 3b and an a minus 3b. So your answer is just a minus b, which is times 1 is itself, over, here you have exactly the same thing, so I can write it as a plus 2b squared, or you could just write another one next to it. It means the same thing. Last one, example number 4. P squared q over 2r divided by 3pq squared over r times 2q squared over pr. So when you look at this, remember right here we have to take the reciprocal and multiply. So when we do that, we get 6p squared q over 2r times, this is going to be the reciprocal, r on top and 3pq squared on the bottom, times 2q squared over pr. So now let's look at just these two first. Let's see if we can cross anything out. Well, I can cross my r's off, and this way I know that 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 goes into 6 twice. This p goes away, and this just becomes a 1. This q goes away, and this q just becomes a 1. So here I have a 2p on top and a 2q on the bottom. And we can actually reduce this even further, and the 2's would go away. So I would just have PQ. So we're going to have PQ times 2Q squared over PR. Here my Q's would go away, and I just have 1. Here my P's would go away, and I would be left with 2Q over